within you. Tao can be talked about, but not the eternal Tao. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth is nameless, as the mother of all things, it is nameless. So, as ever hidden, we should look at its inner essence. When all the world recognizes good is good, the sin itself is evil. Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set in measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore the sage manages his affairs without a dough and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the team and things he has, but lays no claim to them. He does his work, but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task, but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him. As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all essence. By not exalting the talented, you will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not rising goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from regaling and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore the sage's rear of governing begins by emptying the heart of desires, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and erase the knowing ones from any ado. Practice none ado, and everything will be in order. The Tao is like an empty bowl, which in being used can never be filled up fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It blunts all sharp edges, it unties all tangles, it harmonizes all lights, it unites the world into one whole, hidden in the deeps. Yet it seems to exist forever. I do not know whose child it is. It seems to be the common ancestor of all, the father of things. Heaven and earth is not sentimental. It treats all things as straw dogs. The sage is not sentimental. He treats all his people as straw dogs. Between heaven and earth, there seems to be a bellows. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you. Give me the sign of the open hand, token erector, thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Open, 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 pun, 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 pun. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, 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 pun. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, 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 Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of thy flock. I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, man, the might of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan, Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token wrecked of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Open, eopen, eopen, eopan, pan, pam, pam, pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, eopan, 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 pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. thy flock I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, Maynard man, in the might of Pan, Iopan, Iopan, Pan, Iopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Iopan, 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 pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, Iopan, 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 pan, 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 I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come, Iopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Iopan, Iopan, pan, 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 pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, God of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rape and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, Maynard man, in the might of Pan. Iopan, Iopan, pan, 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 pan. Iopan, Iopan, pan, 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 pan. Iopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Open, Iopan, 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 pam, 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 pam. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, Iopan, Iopan, clouds withdraw, the great beast come me upon. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am pan, 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 I am thy mate, I am thy man. Goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, 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 the might of Pan. Eopan, 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 pam, 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 Eopan.
Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. Pan, 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 pan. I am a man. Pan, 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 pan. To us thou wilt as a great God can. Oh, Pan, I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come me upon. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan. Pan, pan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am gold, I am gold. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, man, and the might of Pan. Eopan, 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 pan, pan. Eopan, pan, pan, Eopan, 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 pan, pan, Eopan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, the great God can. Oh, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdrawn. The great beasts come me upon. I am born to death on the hoof of the unicorn. I am to thy rod with hoofs of steel. I race on the rocks through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rape and I rape and I rip and I rend everlasting world without end. I killed and maynard man in the might of the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery, open, including you.
Are you pushing
we can find
towards
let's suppose
let's suppose
you
don't
need to make that point. You don't need to make that point. I agree with the 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 point. You're just talking. You're just talking. I agree with the point. I agree with the point. I agree with the point.
I am just talking. I'm going to finish just talking, okay? Let's say CEO, let's say something happens so egregious that CEO is offended and he leaves tomorrow. We can find another CEO. He's not special. Right? So ultimately, like, the point that I'm making isn't about people like CEO, but the question is, like, the turnover rate at Journalism. Is there anything that, like, can be done about this? I'm giving sort of like the Metaman sort of like discussion here that you people are so scared to fucking engage with and want to hyper focus on quote unquote Jessica as if she's a systemic issue. Although this discussion actually started with no problem. Although this actual issue started with Daryl, if you remember, right? I was making a broader point about how it's interesting. The whole issue started with Daryl, though, just now. And I'm talking about today, right? So I was making a point. I asked Don, hey, Don, are you there? Did you see what just happened with Daryl, right? And then I proceeded to give, like, a recounting of events, right?
About who?
Daryl.
No, about Jessica.
Oh, my God. Okay. True or false? Don, when I asked you just now, right, did you see what just happened? Was I not talking about Daryl?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And then did I not proceed?
Afterwards, didn't he?
Hey, Nathan, all this to avoid answering questions. Did you notice this?
Yeah,
look how much it is currently.
No, sorry. I didn't. Just to be clear, I wasn't avoiding asking CEO's question. I said I reject the presupposition in his question, and he doesn't want to address the presupposition there.
Don, didn't he then proceed to talk about how similar the two actions were between Jessica and Daryl?
Yes, that did happen.
Yes.
Yes, you know why? Because which action happened first? The action between Jessica. So Jessica was based on this whole thing. Because it's always about that woman. It's
No
always
problem.
about her.
We could make it about a different woman, though.
Stab Incan in the back for that woman. I know this was the listen. Even
Fuck Incan.
that's how.
Let's make it about
Bro.
me. Oh, don't go
Listen,
Let's make it about
that's
Alaska. Let's actually do that.
That's how CEO was just about to line you up.
Can we make it
We can
about
also make it about Dawn.
Yes.
We can also make it about Dawn. My
Yeah, let's do.
meeting was
Just how CEO was just about to line you up, bro. And because he knows that it is about the people, right?
Of
And
course you think that. You and CEO are intellectually the same.
It's like this. No, it's just like people don't know. That's like how CEO was about to line you up when you was okay. That's how CEO was about to line you up, bro. And just pointed out that it's all to be about Jessica, and you stopped him, and you started doing the Samoa shuffle, the same thing.
Yeah, why Samoa kept it straight? What the fuck? Listen. I understand.
Huey, this is a classic thing. You
I
do, hold on,
understand.
you talk a lot. Now, let me just say a word. Huey, this is something you do a lot.
You said a word. Now you're done.
You know,
so real quick, I understand that there's
the
unity
spirit of
between
my
the
point.
bald gang. The bald gang. That's it's not for you. It's for Nathan. Nathan is in denial about his baldness. You're perfectly fine with your baldness. That's why you've done nothing to correct it. Okay, so real quick.
You literally got me wrong,
I
dumbass.
understand. I understand.
I'm the one who actually got the influence, dummy.
I'm sorry. I got you. You've done something about your baldness. Sometimes I throw a shoe out. Sometimes I throw something out. I don't expect. I didn't. You know something. I throw something out and then a dog hollers in the distance. I didn't. That's how my bad, CEO.
I told the globals a long time ago, a minute. You want to fight, you better believe you've got one. There are people all over this country engaging in the information war. We're going to smash your system. We're going to return the republic. We'll never be perfect, but my God, we're not going to keep babies alive and harvest their organs. We're not going to sell their parts for women's cosmetics. We're not going to have Pepsi with baby flavoring in it. I mean, what the hell have we become? Excuse me, but I'm tired of it. I told the globals a long time ago, a minute. You want to fight, you better believe you've got one.
Points, right? P paragraphs. Points, evidence, explanation. Turns out that a lot of people aren't really familiar with, which is fine. The Jessica thing was the evidence, but not the. To say that the point is about the Jessica thing means that you completely missed what we're talking about here, because I started by focusing in on what just happened with Daryl. But if the Jessica thing makes you uncomfortable, let's put Jessica aside for a second. Let's talk about Dawn. Same exact phenomenon that I was like criticizing here happened with fucking Dawn. Ultimately, when all is said and done, people forget that, right? Like, Dawn at some point asked for people to stop calling her racist. Nobody did. And she just had to fucking toughen up, right? She just had to fucking toughen up. It is what it is. You're not allowed to have your secret cause in this particular space.
No one believes.
I know.
Jessica is
That's what's horrific. That's what's horrific about this. The people didn't start out by believing Dawn was a racist, right?
Yes, they did. No, they did.
Oh, what? Before Dawn was ever alive, people thought she was a racist?
Yes.
There you see. Before Dawn ever got married, she was just a sweet matriarchal.
Since Nick
Since the Nick Fuentes. Okay. Was Inca calling her racist before Nick Fuentes? The Nick Fuentes incident?
He discovered it afterwards. That's true.
No.
That
Oh
wasn't
my
because
God.
of her
Okay.
narrative.
Oh my God. Okay.
Look, if a
Okay.
person, let me ask this question.
He's not. This is not a serious discussion.
Let me ask you
This
this
was
question.
7
right?
weeks ago when
If a
Dawn
person
asked
didn't know about-
Incan, can you stop? Incan was calling.
Nathan, why are you
Incan was
engaging
calling
in such a
Dawn a
big
racist.
derail? It's such a big derail.
Incan was calling Dawn a racist, right, on the back of like some inside joke they had about like Native America because
When you
of something
chop
that like
off
she
one head,
said about.
he turns into two people, so you got to keep on chopping it off until he can't keep up.
I'm a Hydra, nigga. You were never gonna keep
You know what? Hang on. Huey, I am going to.
What the fuck is going on?
Huey, I am going to.
What is Samoa to you, nigga?
Hey, Huey, honestly, Huey, I'm going to congratulate you. If I ever have a client named Crisis and they really did something wrong, I'm going to get you to be the spokesperson because you're such a derail. I mean, your derailing skills are incredible. No, I'm just making up the game, bro. It's good. He has great derail skills. Correct.
The problem is, CEO, there's like a level of wit required. Listen. There's a level of wit. Listen. There's a level of wit required, right, to be passive aggressive and entertaining. I don't know you can do the second part of your passive aggressive stuff, CEO. Like, I don't think you're built for this, right? I think
I was being literal.
Relatively. I know. I understand. I think you're a relatively successful individual, but I don't think that success is as a function of your intelligence. I think it's as a function of like your ability to be next to other successful people. I think that's your whole stick. I think that's your entire actual brand.
So real quick. Advertising and marketing, that's over debate. Being over debate off, bro. Based on marketing.
It's not too real, cause Nate, let's finish you and I. Let's finish our smoke.
Already up, brother. The sword's already up.
No. You know what? I'm terribly. Listen, real quick, Nate. Let us finish our discussion because he's one of the dingleberries, the stragglers, sort of just hanging on. Okay, we'll deal with him shortly. I promise.
We gotta set that up. But trust me, I know it's gonna come up again.
No problem. Let's talk about fucking the chillism issue. Unless you don't want to talk about it. Listen. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. I'll let it go.
You know what? It isn't an issue. It's just about Jessica. So I really want to talk about the Jessica situation.
Just the Jessica situation, so you don't want to talk about the rest of the chillism situation that also affects Don and other people.
That's you trying to deflect, bro.
I'm not trying to deflect. I'm trying to confirm that you only want to talk about the Jessica thing.
I feel like you should title this segment on racism and race mixing.
That's a good one.
I mean, no, I don't really agree with race mixing, so I'd prefer if we didn't have to talk about that.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Let's go, Alan.
Yo, Timothy, you ever watch the movie Gladiator?
Yeah, somebody clip that.
Don't clip it.
That's a fact.
Timothy, have you ever seen the movie Gladiator?
Yes, sir.
You remember, like, right at the end, before they had that last fight, he went to him and he was like, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, which Gladiator? Like the street fighting in the hood Gladiator?
He's talking about Maximus. He's talking about Maximus Decimus Aurelius. Or no.
Yeah, that's not good.
Aurelius.
Okay, that's fine.
Aurelius.
You remember when he got stabbed in the back? And he was like, before he got stabbed in the back, Joaquin Phoenix was like, smile for me, brother. Ah. And he was the one smiling instead. You remember that?
Yeah.
Look at who we picture, bro. That's a sense.
What did you do? Did you feed a picture of Huey and you and say, make this guy look shorter?
And he took my hair away. I don't know why he made me bald. Like,
hey, you should apologize.
Skin to skin contact.
You should apologize to CEO for calling him bald, bro. That's fucked up.
I didn't. I thought so. I you know what? Okay, I will apologize. My apologies, CEO, for calling you bald.
Shipwreck, Shep, I have a question for you, and there's a moment on this.
Come on, CEO. Accept that was a sincere apology, bro.
Oh, yeah, no. It's all good. It's just Huey wants to play like a game in terms of how he debates, and I'm just not interested in playing. I could derail and gaslight and all this and that. Just not of interest. So that's what my agitation is. Not that I couldn't do it. I mean, damn, I studied political science and I got my master's in public administration and I used to work in politics. So I could do that all day long. It's just uninteresting. But Huey thinks he's winning because he's playing a game I don't feel like doing. So that's my agitation.
Oh, and I'm sorry you're agitated. I apologize.
Wait, so what is you and Nathan?
Shep, are you by your phone? That's simple. Is
No,
it that
no,
simple
they-
just to say, hey, I'm agitated, leave me alone, like stop? Is it that
With
simple
me?
Uh,
in here?
No, not in here, Don. With me, yes. With me, yes. Especially
Oh,
given that
thank you.
wasn't my focus to begin with. But let's be clear, Don. Let's be clear, Don. The shit you're about to receive from me in the coming weeks isn't going to be that simple too.
Why? Why, Huey?
We could cover it, but I'm not gonna lie. We'll
Tell you
cover.
why. It's
We'll
'cause of
revisit
Jessica.
that other. No, it's not because of Jessica. No, Nate, you know what it's about. Like it's about that Black Brotherhood comment that you posted in the chat. I didn't appreciate that, and but it is what it is, right? And I also don't appreciate being gaslit about what that's about. So it is what it is.
Yo, wait. What are you gonna debate right now, though? Like just so.
No, we weren't.
Alright,
Nate,
can I ask my question to
I
Jack?
was originally talking to somebody else before Nate. So
All right, but let's do who's better. Who shows more affection? Huey to Jessica or Nate to Momo? Go.
Alright, Chap, are you by your phone?
I treat Momo better, but I learned the hard way that like Momo's somebody you want to treat well.
She for the street.
Hey,
She's
for the
you
street.
wrote in the chat earlier, you wrote in the structural inherent variance.
And Monica, by the way, that's 17.
And I can't find what that means. Can you tell me?
Yeah, look up structural inherency is what you need to look at. It's
Okay,
basically
thank you.
when a system is perfect, but the leadership is corrupt.
A room with her late one night. It was a few years ago. And I said, and there was only like 5 people in the room. I said, what's one thing you learned about race on Clubhouse? And she said, you shouldn't say that you don't see color because everyone's color is valuable.
That's awesome. What? I think that's nice.
It is.
That's the nicest thing. Yeah.
I think it's.
I thought that's going somewhere else.
It's not right, but the thing is, the reason that's a kind of
on three.
the reason that's kind of a
1,
nothing.
2, 3, up.
Nigga, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm off mute?
Yeah, you're off
My
mute.
fault, my fault.
No, I was gonna say that's a bit of a nothing burger, though, isn't it? It's like, well, if you're like a racist and you think there's a racial hierarchy, then saying like every race has value and just being like, but blacks have the least.
We need to talk about
You made that horrible. No, I'm just saying that she didn't really. It doesn't really help. Like she doesn't rule herself out of the the racism group. It's in. That's how you know. That's how you know you have a fucked up presence on the internet. But that's the nicest thing a motherfucker can say. He tried his best to exonerate her, and that's all he could come out. He turned his pockets out, and that's all he had, like 5 cents.
Yo. Oh, who he was just giggling right there? Apple? That's the same thing he said we're trying to do to Jessica. That right there. That's what he's.
Slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come your pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am I am thy might, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rip, and I rip, and I rap. drunken maiden, Maynard man. In the might of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan, Eopan.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and misery. O Pani, O Pani, O Pani, O Pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pani, O Pani, O Pani, O Pan, 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 I am awake. In the grip of the snake, the eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beast come me. O Pan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pani, O Pani, O Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, man in the might of Pani, O Pani, O Pam, Pam, Pani, O Pam.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, O Pan, we O Pan, O Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan. Eopan, Eopan, I am thy mate, I am thy man. Go to thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoops of of steel, I race on the rocks through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end, mannequin, maiden, maided man, in the might of Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, Pan, Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can, O Pan. Eopan, 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 Pan, I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw, the great beast comes. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, I am thy mate, I am thy man. Gold to thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hooves of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, 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 man in the might of Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan. Eopan.
Hoy, 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 There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the frigid babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen turned inward miss, no atom of analysis, sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one are powered, time that the midnight blossom flood. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I reveal. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Krali, ha ha.
Seven keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward mist. No atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought, securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last all these things in one o'erpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of his high consciousness. Here's to the heart I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observance entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance, hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstarred, burn up thy being in one word. brother of the Silver Star.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great seas Pacific soon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward miss, no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
So like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word.
Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong.
Slaying even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Last, all these things in one o'erpowered, time that the midnight blossom flowered.
The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression, shew thy glance to rapture's darkling root.
Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rolls afar. O brother of the Silver Star. Crowley. are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow.
So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm.
Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound.
Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity.
Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance.
Intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis.
Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong, thy meditation steep and strong. Slain even God, should he distract thy attention from the chosen act.
Past all these things in one are powered, time that the midnight blossom flowered.
The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss.
If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root.
Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness.
Here's to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Pretty
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Cords rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next, let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divine